You've had great conversations with women, maybe even relationships, but for some reason, she never fully connects. She enjoys your company, but isn't deeply invested. One day, she just pulls away. What if I told you that deep connection isn't about what you say, but how you make her feel? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to trigger that emotional bond, and once you do, she'll never want to let you go. Stay until the end, because one mistake can block that connection completely. The power of emotional safety. Why she won't connect without it. Before a woman ever opens up to you, before she starts feeling something real, she has to feel safe. This isn't just about physical safety, it's about emotional safety. Many men focus on the surface level of attraction, thinking that looking good, having a nice job, and acting confident is enough. But it's not. Women are biologically and emotionally programmed to connect deeply only with men who make them feel emotionally safe. If she senses even the slightest red flag, such as neediness, insecurity, or ego-driven behavior, she will instinctively keep her guard up. Here's where men go wrong. Most don't even realize they're making women feel emotionally unsafe. They might rush things too quickly, pressure her to open up, or constantly seek validation. She feels like she has to manage your emotions, reacting emotionally when things don't go as planned. When she doesn't feel emotionally safe, she won't form a deep connection. She might laugh at your jokes, respond to your texts, and even spend time with you, but she won't feel attached. What does emotional safety actually look like? She feels like she can express herself without judgment. If she's always filtering her words, she won't feel close to you. She knows you won't react emotionally if she disagrees with you. The moment you become defensive, she loses trust. She senses that you are in control of your own emotions. If she feels like she has to be responsible for your feelings, she will always keep an emotional wall up. The truth is, women crave emotional safety just as much as they crave excitement. If you can be the man who makes her feel secure enough to open up, she will naturally begin to invest in you emotionally. Without it, she will never truly connect. The hidden secret of emotional mirroring. How to make her feel what you feel. Ever wonder why some men make women obsessed with them, while others barely get a second date? The answer is emotional mirroring. Humans are wired to mirror the emotions of those around them. If you approach a woman with nervous energy, uncertainty, or desperation, she will mirror that hesitation and feel uncomfortable. But if you radiate calm confidence, curiosity, and emotional depth, she will start to feel the same things toward you. Here's the problem. Most men are too caught up in their own heads. They're constantly thinking, what should I say next? Does she like me? Am I doing this right? And because they're overthinking, they bring an energy of insecurity into the conversation. Women feel this immediately. Instead of trying to impress her with words, focus on controlling the energy you bring. Relax your body language, speak with a slow and controlled voice, and make unhurried movements. This signals deep confidence. Match her emotional energy, then lead it higher. If she's feeling reserved, start calm, but slowly elevate the conversation into something exciting and engaging. Stay present in the moment. If you're in your head, she will sense it. When you mirror her emotions in a controlled, confident way, she will start to feel completely drawn to your energy. Once she associates you with positive emotions, she will crave your presence. 3. The right type of vulnerability. How to open up without looking weak. There's a massive misconception that women want men to be emotional and vulnerable all the time. This is false. Women don't connect deeply with men who dump all their emotional baggage on them. They connect with men who show controlled vulnerability, just enough to create a bond, but never so much that it becomes emotional neediness. Here's the right way to open up. Be authentic, but in control. Share things about yourself, but do it with a sense of confidence, not emotional instability. Only reveal things with purpose. Vulnerability should build connection, not be used as a way to seek validation. Keep a sense of mystery. Don't reveal everything too soon. Make her earn deeper levels of your story. The moment a woman sees that you have emotional depth but are not controlled by your emotions, she will feel a powerful pull toward you. She will see you as a rare man, someone who is both strong and emotionally intelligent, and that combination is magnetic. 4. How to make conversations feel addictive. The secret to deep engagement. Most conversations between men and women are boring and predictable. If you want a woman to feel deeply engaged in a conversation with you, you need to trigger her emotions, imagination, and curiosity. Here's how. Ask questions that make her think differently. Instead of asking, "What do you do for work?" ask, "If you could wake up tomorrow and do anything you wanted, what would it be?" Challenge her in a playful way. Women are used to men trying to impress them. Be the man who makes her work a little to impress you. Use storytelling. Instead of just stating facts about yourself, tell engaging stories that make her feel like she's experiencing something with you. When a woman feels like every conversation with you is an adventure, she will crave your presence, and she won't even know why. The silent force that makes her feel deeply connected. Creating unspoken chemistry. There's something powerful that high-value men do without even realizing it. It's something that creates chemistry and makes women feel connected to them on a deep level. Instantly drawing a woman in. The power of unspoken chemistry. There's something powerful that high-value men do without even realizing it. They create unspoken chemistry. Most men think they need to constantly talk, explain, or entertain to keep a woman engaged. But the truth is, women often feel the strongest connections in moments of silence, body language, and subtle engagement. If you've ever seen a woman lean in closer, hold eye contact longer than usual, or show other signs of attraction, it's not necessarily because of what you said. It's because of the energy you're giving off without speaking. So, how do you create this silent chemistry that makes her feel completely drawn to you? 1. Master the art of eye contact. The fastest way to build instant emotional intensity with a woman is through deep, controlled eye contact. Many men look away too soon or get nervous, but confident men know how to hold eye contact. They stay relaxed, giving off an energy of control and certainty. The right eye contact creates emotional weight. It makes her feel seen in a way no one else has made her feel before. If you can hold eye contact without flinching, without trying to prove anything, she will start to feel an undeniable pull toward you. 2. Use your presence, not just your words. Most men talk too much when they're nervous. They try to fill every silence, thinking that if the conversation dies, so will her interest. But that's not true. The most attractive men know how to make a woman feel deeply connected, even when no words are being spoken. Next time you're with a woman, try this. Slow down, speak at a relaxed pace, and let her lean into the conversation. Be comfortable with silence. Instead of rushing to fill gaps, let them build tension. Let her talk more. Women can tell when they're truly being listened to, not just talked at. When a man is comfortable in his own silence, women feel it on a deep emotional level because that kind of presence is rare. The emotional imprint effect. How to stay on her mind even when you're not around. Ever wonder why some men linger in a woman's mind for weeks, months, even years, while others are forgotten in minutes? It's because of something called the emotional imprint effect. A woman doesn't remember you for what you said or what you looked like. She remembers how you made her feel, How do you create an emotional imprint that stays with her? 1. Create unexpected moments. Women are used to the same conversations, the same dates, and the same predictable interactions. If you can break that pattern, you instantly stand out. Instead of just taking her to dinner, try something spontaneous. For example, say, "Have you ever been to a rooftop at night just to watch the city lights? Let's try something different. Pick a random spot on the map and we'll go." When you create a unique experience, she will associate that feeling with you. 2. Trigger deep emotional responses. Most men keep conversations light and surface level. If you want to connect deeply with a woman, go where most men don't go. Ask her questions like, "What's something you used to believe as a kid that you wish was still true?" Or, "If you could live in one memory from your past forever, which one would it be?" These kinds of questions make her feel something real, and she will carry that emotion every time she thinks about you. 3. Leave her wanting more. One of the worst mistakes men make is overstaying their welcome. They give too much too soon, leaving nothing for her to crave. Instead, be the man who ends conversations first. Leave before she's ready for you to go. This creates a sense of longing, which means she'll be thinking about you even when you're not around. Women remember the men who leave an emotional impact, and when you master this, she won't be able to stop thinking about you. The power of playfulness. Why humor and challenge create unshakable attraction. Women do not form deep connections with men who take themselves too seriously. In fact, one of the fastest ways to make a woman feel emotionally connected to you is by bringing playfulness into your interactions. But not just any playfulness, the right kind. What playfulness does to a woman's mind, when a man knows how to challenge a woman in a fun, non-try-hard way, it creates an intense emotional spark. It breaks tension and makes her feel at ease. It creates unpredictability. She never knows what's coming next, which keeps her engaged. It also triggers dopamine, the chemical that makes people feel good and even addicted. How to use playfulness to deepen a connection. Challenge her in a fun way. Instead of just complimenting her, tease her a little. For example, "I feel like you're the type who secretly still sleeps with a teddy bear, am I right?" Or, "I don't know if I can trust you. You have troublemaker written all over you." These kinds of playful challenges make her invest in the conversation and feel a deeper emotional connection with you. How to avoid being too nice and build real attraction. Women are drawn to men who can tease them in a fun and flirtatious way, not in a submissive or overly agreeable manner. Many men mistakenly believe that agreeing with everything a woman says is the key to making her like them, but this is far from the truth. The reality is that respect often comes from a little challenge. Be the guy who keeps things playful, the one who makes her laugh, and the one who doesn't take everything too seriously. When a woman feels like she can truly be herself around you, that's when real connection happens. The subtle art of mystery, why less is more in attraction. One of the quickest ways to kill a connection is by being too available, too predictable, or too easy to figure out. The strongest connections happen when a woman feels there's still more to discover about you. Many men make the mistake of giving everything away too soon. They tell their whole life story on the first date, reveal their feelings too early, and are always available. This destroys attraction. How to use mystery to deepen a connection. Hold back certain details about yourself. Let her be the one to ask. Be unpredictable. Don't always text at the same times or be available right away. Give her just enough to keep her curious. A woman will connect deeper with a man who keeps her guessing than with one who gives everything away. When she stops wondering about you, the emotional pull starts to fade. 10. Final thought. The one. Truth. Most men never realize attraction isn't about what you show a woman. It's about how you make her feel. If you master emotional safety, unspoken chemistry, the power of mystery, and playful energy, she will feel so deeply connected to you that she won't even understand why. When a woman feels something she can't explain, she will never let it go. 11. The deep psychology of listening. Why most men fail at it. Most men think listening is just about hearing what a woman says, but true deep connection isn't about waiting for your turn to talk. The reason why some men make women feel completely understood while others barely make an impact is simple. They listen differently. The mistake most men make. Most guys listen to respond. They hear a woman talk and immediately think about what to say next. They try to relate her words to themselves or impress her with their own story. But this doesn't build connection. How to listen in a way that makes her feel drawn to you. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Instead of thinking about what to say next, let her words sink in. Ask deeper questions. If she talks about something she's passionate about, don't just say, "That's cool." Ask, "What made you fall in love with that?" Or, "How does that make you feel?" Mirror her emotions. If she shares something exciting, match her energy. If it's something emotional, slow down and show understanding. Let her feel safe opening up. When a woman feels understood on an emotional level, she will associate you with emotional safety, which is what makes her deeply invested. The power of leading without controlling. How to set the emotional tone. Women are naturally drawn to men who lead, but leadership doesn't mean controlling. It means setting the emotional tone of how she feels when she's around you. Why leadership creates connection. Women naturally respond to the energy a man brings into their world. If you're calm and centered, she will feel safe. If you're exciting and adventurous, she will feel energized. If you're insecure or hesitant, she will feel uncertain. How to lead the right way. Set the emotional frame. Approach the interaction with positive energy, fun and confidence, and she will mirror that back to you. Lead the conversation, but let her invest. Start the interaction, but don't dominate it. Give her room to express herself. Make decisions without hesitation. For example, when planning a date, don't ask, "What do you want to do?" Instead say, "I know a great spot you'll love. Let's check it out." If she feels like she has to carry the conversation or interaction, she won't feel that deeper emotional pull toward you. When a man knows how to lead with presence, a woman feels like she can relax into the connection. That's when she starts to feel deeply drawn to you. If you found this video helpful, be sure to check out the next one on your screen. It will take you even deeper into understanding how to create an emotional pull that keeps her hooked on you. Watch it now, because once you master this, everything changes.